Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Heike and you're watching Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. And I mentioned in, I guess it was some video in October, I don't really remember any longer. I mentioned that I was going to make a few changes to my channel to introduce some new crafts. I was talking about paper crafts and cross stitch and some mystery craft. I was not going to spoil quite yet. So let's reveal the mystery craft. I think you can already see. It's beading. So shortly before I started diamond painting, I actually got a bit into beading, stringing and bead weaving. I enjoyed the bead weaving tutorials from Potomac Beads quite a bit. And I saw that they recently, as in October, started their own prescription box. No. Oh god, word. You can get a monthly box. I can't remember the word. And it's actually, if you're in the US, Potomac Beads is both in the US and in Europe. They have a shipping center in Czech Republic. If you are like me from Europe, you can buy all the things there and don't have to pay the high shipping costs from the US and don't have to worry about customs as well. But the subscription, word, I found you. The subscription box is actually from potomacbeads.com. So this one comes from the US. If you're in the US, you can get it for free shipping. If you are outside of the US, it's $5, which is very, very, very reasonable. It will cost them a lot more to ship this than $5. So I am very thankful for this. I have not looked into my box quite yet. I have seen one unboxing on one of the US channels, but as far as I understand, the general content is the same, but sometimes you get different colors. So I have not looked what I have got. This is the Bead Box XL. There is a Bead Box and a Bead Box XL. I am always going bigger and better, so I got the Bead Box XL. There should be enough stuff in here to complete, I think, 2 of the instruction sheets they give you. And then a lot more. You have to find a way to use up yourself. I mean, it would be pretty boring if they gave you exactly what you needed to finish 2 projects and then you'd be done, because this is supposed to inspire your creativity. Anyway, so your box will come in this very pretty and very sturdy cardboard box that actually is magnet closed, so I dig that. I will make sure to keep those boxes and do some other things with that. All right, so this is the second box. I missed out on the October box. I found it too late and the October box was already gone. This is the November one. And from the email I got, if you subscribe to this box, it will be shipped out on the 7th of each month, I believe they said. So this was shipped probably on the 7th of November and it arrived on the 20th. All right, welcome to Potomac Beads. Thank you for subscribing. These boxes are curated to make better beaders. Get the latest and greatest jewelry making supplies to ignite your creative side. What's in the box? Variety, inspiration, and quality. I can attest that Potomac Beads has very high quality stuff. I've bought stuff from them in the past. They have exclusive beads. They have no junk, as far as I can say so far. Inspiration. They have so many tutorials out there. They have their own YouTube channel. So each of the instructions you get here, the patterns, there will be a YouTube video as well you can watch. Me personally, I work better from the videos. So this is nice to have, but actually I'm going to look up the video and use that instead to finish my project. Best Bead Box XL, November Sky. Crisp fall days feature leaves of red, gold, and orange against blue skies. It's the time of year for apple picking and wrapping your hands around warm cider. Curl up in front of a cozy fire and celebrate the magic of autumn with the November Sky subscription box. And this would be the content of this box. So the difference between the Best Bead Box and the Best Bead Box XL is pretty much that in the XL you get everything you get in the Best Bead Box, and then you get more, like twice as much content. Our first pattern is the Sunflower Pendant. This is done with a cabochon, and you're going to actually bead with Miyuki beads around that. Looks pretty good. And this is actually why I prefer videos. I can understand this, but I find it hard to follow. I have the same issue with crochet patterns and knitting patterns, and I'm just not good at following these picture patterns. I don't know why, but you don't need them with Potomac Beads because for every single one there's a video and they are free. These printed patterns, if you order them in the shop, you have to pay for most of them. The videos are free. Looking glass bracelet. Okay. And then we have, the Ava chain bracelet. So these Ava beads, those are, for example, exclusive beads to Potomac. Same for these cup button beads here. They are also exclusive, and I think this is a table button. I never worked with these. Table cut button. I have worked with a cup button before, and I like them because it's good if you're allergic. You don't have any metal in your jewelry if you use these button beads as closures. Then you have the Color Theory Quick Reference Guide. Yeah, I guess. Why not? And this is pretty much just buy the box. Okay, let's look what's in here. So I'm going to push that up a little bit. Pip Beads, Crystal Magic Green, I guess green. So let's see if I can show you. I have adjusted my light and I think this was not the best choice to make. But I think you can see they are these little droplets, but they actually have the hole on the short side here. And they are called Pip Beads. We have a tiny tassel. We have this check vintage shapes, and I think everything that's here on the list on the right side is actually what is only in the XL box. Everything up to the patterns, I believe, is in the Best Bead box, and then on the right side you have the extra. So what do we have here? Pewter bead frame square. Yeah, they are very pretty. We have the Super Duo beads in Aztec Gold 2. I've worked with Super Duo. I absolutely enjoy these. They are check glass and they are extremely good quality. I also like the Aztec Gold color because it's actually a matte gold. It's very, very gorgeous. We have Miyuki seed beads in Nile blue. These are 15.0. That's the smallest size. And they are teeny, teeny, tiny. Then we have Miyuki seed beads in Pansy, also 15.0. Also teeny, teeny, tiny. And this is one of the cup buttons in jet bronze matted, and this is glass. So they are amazing as clasps for your bracelets, especially if you don't know if a person is allergic or yeah. EOS beads. I think EOS beads are actually French. Potomac beads, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Then we have the Aver in Ancient Gold. And Ancient Gold is actually an interesting color because, as you can see, it's not just one color. It's a mixture of multiple colors going from coppery gold to actually wine red, which is very, very interesting. So this would be the first color for the bracelet. I happen to know that there are 2 colors in there because I already saw the unboxing, and this is actually also not enough to make the bracelet. Then we have Check Round Red Swirl. These are pretty basic glass beads. These are also only in the XL box. Then we have the Potomac Crystal Pear Drop Topaz. You might, if you're familiar with beading, you might know that Swarovski makes these, but Potomac Beads has their own line. They are not as expensive as Swarovski, but they are very, very pretty. As you can see, very shiny, very sparkly. And this is also quite a good size. This is 18 by 25, so it's an inch in length. This is quite a good size. Then we have the cabochon, which is a resin cabochon in Druzy, Montana. I love the Druzys. They are very sparkly, very pretty. I actually own real gemstone. Oh, sorry. I am very sorry about that. Today seems to be mail day. I think I've had 3 different courier companies here with me now. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I have real gemstone Druzys. You know, they make those out of quartz and out of agate as well. And they are very, very pretty and very shiny. So I'm going to assume, and let's check that this is actually, yep, this is actually the cabochon that's supposed to go in the center of this, which is kind of surprising because this is a very rough cabochon on the top. I would have expected something smoother, but why not? Why not? Let's not be set in your ways. That also probably means that the rest of the beads won't be yellow either. What else is supposed to go in here? Ah, the seed beads. So the Nile blue and the pansy. That's an interesting combination. Huh. Okay. Then we have the Pego Pastel Petrol beads. Pego beads. Are Pego beads? I don't think they are exclusive. No, I don't think they are exclusive. So these are honeycomb shaped. And they are 2-hole beads. And their holes actually go from each side of the tip on the one side and on the flat side. Yeah, there you can see it. So yeah, of course they do because they have to. So this color is actually very pretty. I love it. Gorgeous. Then we have my UPC beads in Dark Topaz AB in 11.0. 11.0. Okay. We have cup chain. I've never worked with cup chain. So in case you don't know what cup chain is, it's actually a string of chain with little rhinestones. And you can, and I have to check how this actually works. I guess you are going to weave them in using the little spaces in between to secure them. Not entirely sure how it works, but it will work somehow. And make this the central focal point of your bracelet. I'll have to look up tutorials with cup chain. Pretty sure there are hundreds of tutorials. Potomac Beads puts out so many of them, it's crazy. So we have rondelles in jet, which is black, 2 by 3 millimeter. 2 by 3 millimeter. Do I? Potomac crystals. No, I don't need them for the sunflower pendant. I will need them for the Ava bracelet. That's where they go in. Then we have check faceted rounds in purple iris. Those are pretty much the same color combination of the Ava beads, if you ask me. Sorry about the lighting, it could be better, but this is pretty much the same color combination. So what are you? Check faceted round. I think they might be for me to decide what to do with. Well, all of this is for me to decide what to do with, but they didn't give me a tutorial to use it for, unless it's on the looking glass. Is it on the looking glass? No, it isn't. Nope. Then we have this button bead in the table cut. What is this color called? Crystal Capri Gold. This is very shiny. Very, very shiny. And as far as the instructions go, I am supposed to use this on this bracelet, but quite honestly, I don't think I would. I think I would prefer the cup button for this, because for me it goes better with the Ava beads. But let's see. Let's see. Let's not judge quite yet. Potomac crystal round metallic gold 4 millimeter. So this is the metallic gold, and they are supposed to go in the sunflower pendant. So this would be this one and this one and this one. Let's put that up. So these are to go in the same. That's an interesting. Going to put this more in the focus here. This is going to be an interesting color combination. I can totally see these three together. This one is throwing me off a little bit, to be honest. Next one up are melon beads. They are roundish beads, so they are basically round, but they have these little grooves on them. I think you can see that. So that is called melon beads in beach swirl. Here's my second color of Ava beads. It's called Zinc Iris, which is a gray with a bit of goldish touch. Okay, and this is what this looks like together. I'm honestly not sure. So we have two Potomac crystal rivolis or rivolis. I have no idea how you actually pronounce that. In the color citrine, which is a very bright yellow. It's very pretty. You could make a pair of earrings, for example, beading a bezel around it. Just not with these colors. Nope, nope. This is a bit too much color for me. Yeah, I can hear you gasp. And then we have two more cabochons. Resin cabochons, snowflake assortment. They are gorgeous. They are plastic, so I'm going to be honest with you. This is just very light plastic. Has nothing to do with, for example, the quality of this. But it states that it's resin, and resin is pretty much plastic. Okay, so I can live with that. This would make an awesome pair of earrings as well, I think. So we have a toggle clasp in thatched. Pewter toggle thatched, which probably means this looks like wire wrapped around something, look. Which is interesting. Yeah, why not? I can see that. Then we have Rosemontes in, only states the size, SS20. I would call that peridot green. Rosemontes have a bit of a hole here where you can thread something through. Yeah, I think you can see that. We're nearly done. We have a pewter charm, leaf 2, it's called. Looks like this. Very pretty. Come here. And then we have another pewter charm, which is, or a pendant, a pewter pendant. Flower. Also pretty. I'm usually not the biggest fan of using pewter, just because of the look, but I could see doing that with something a little more simple, like working with leather or stuff like that. And then we have Swarovski bicones in Indian red. The size is 3 millimeter, so these are freaking tiny. Okay. And I think that's all that is in the box. Yep, that's all that is in the box. So let's see. For this one here, we are supposed to use this, the 2 colors of seed beads, the super dews in gold, and the round metallic gold Potomac bead crystals. Yeah. The only thing you need to add from your stash is the thread and the needle. Okay, I can see these 4 together. This one, like I said, is a bit throwing me off. I'm not sure about the combination of these 2 colors and this. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We will see. We will see. The good thing with beading is, if you don't like it, unravel it. That's the good thing. So for the Eva chain bracelet, we are supposed to use, of course, the 2 colors of Eva beads. The rondelles, which is the black. They are going with the table cut button. Well, it doesn't look so bad, I think. And then once again, the Miyuki beads. Okay, so for this bracelet, an absolute no for me. Quite honestly, I don't think this will work. But maybe I'm just too set in my ways. Who knows? Like I said, I'm going to try it. You can always unravel it. So the plan with these boxes is, I'm going to complete the 2 projects that are, and how do I know that this one doesn't have the material in the box, you ask? Because the 2 patterns that you have the beads for in the box are actually marked with a little star, with an asterisk. And the 3rd one is just a goodie. and you will have to supply from your own stash if you want to complete this. Yep. All right. So the plan is I'm going to complete each month the 2 projects that are supplied for in this box. I'm going to show them to you once they are completed. I'm not going to show the process of completing them because Potomac Beads has tutorial videos for everything, and I don't just want to copy those videos basically. So I'm not going to show the process, just the finished project in the end. I'm thinking about doing 2 videos per month. One would be the unboxing, one would be the video showing you the finished projects, and if I have the time and find the inspiration, I'm going to try and do something else with the materials in the box that are not intended for the projects. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. So let's see how this works out. I hope you're interested in seeing some beading, because recently I've been very enthusiastic about going back to it. I am very sorry. That was sudden. Yeah, I have been very enthusiastic about getting back into it. I don't know, I work in phases. So usually I get very, very deep into some kind of craft, and I might not necessarily stay with it for a long time, but I probably will come back to it sooner or later if it was something I enjoyed. Sometimes it's very much later, like cross stitch, which took me about 25 years to get back to it. Sometimes it takes about a year, like beading. And yeah, but I hope you're interested in seeing that. I will admit that I am a pattern follower, so please don't expect me to invent a whole bunch of new patterns. Probably not going to happen. But if you're still interested, I hope to see you back. Let me know what you think about this, and there might be something else I'm going to do with the projects I end up making with these boxes. I'm not quite sure yet. I have to check out how this turns out first. But there are some plans and ideas, and this is only the start. So I hope you like this. If you're interested in beading, or if you're absolutely not interested in beading, both is fine. Let me know in the comments below. You can like this video, you can dislike this video, of course. If you would tell me why you dislike it, that would be helpful. And yeah, you can like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you want. And I hope I will talk to you about beading very, very soon. Bye, guys.